Happy New Year, everyone. So, I thought I would... Hello, Sky. I thought I'd take some time to start my new reading journal. This one is from Illumicrate, so it's got some nice gold foiling. It's a really pretty green color, plenty of space to write out all the books I'm going to read this year. Now, I don't plan on reading 100 books again this year, and then there's a space for the top 12 books of the year, and so on. Next is my reading goals, which you see this stack here. My goals for 2025, as it were, was to dive more into fantasy, because that is my top tier. The high fantasy is what I love most. So I've got The Flame of Neridim by Danny Colmeres, Ascendant by Michael R. Miller, The Dragonbone Chair by Tad Williams, Legacy of Ash by Matthew Ward, John Gwynne's Shadow of God series, The Shadow of What Was Lost by James Islington, and The Way of Kings. So what also I don't have a physical copy of is all the Echo Saga by Philip Quintrell. I have them all on my Kindle. And then, of course, there are releases like The Dark Mirror by Samantha Shannon and her other Roots of Chaos novella coming out. And, of course, Onyx Storm, that'll be out later this month. So, for my reading goals, I'm just going to write down these. And at the top, I'm going to write down The Dark Mirror and Onyx Storm, because I have been waiting for those, although, to be honest, Iron Flame left me so burnt out. If Onyx Storm isn't what I need it to be, I might just offload the entire series or just not continue reading it. So, I want a pretty color. I want green, Sky. I know, I should want blue because of your pretty, pretty eyes. Can you not be a total nudge? Thank you! Alright, so in reading goals for the year, I'm just gonna write, stop! Onyx Storm. The Dark Mirror. And then I'm just gonna write The Flame of the Neridims, I've already started that. Oh, it's Flame of Neridim. I don't know why I keep adding an extra the. I'm just gonna write The Song of Chaos. Echo Saga. I'm putting a star next to that one because I've read A Time of Dragons 1 and 2 and the Ranger Archives, and so I still need to read the Echo Saga, which is the longest series within that Ferda world, and that's the one I'm really looking most forward to out of everything. So there's a star. This is the Memory, Thorn and Sorrow, or Thorn Memory. It didn't say on the front. Oh, so this is by an indie author here in Dallas, Texas. This is by a British author, Broken Binding, which I have it on Kindle, and they did a 99-cent, 99 pence day. Memory, Sorrow, and Thorn series. Sorry, my dog is playing with her toy. Thorn. The Legacy trilogy. I have been reading the Soulfire Saga by Matthew Ward. I read it earlier in 2024, the 2 books that are out, and I loved it. And I saw someone talking about this on BookTube, and they said they didn't like it, but the reasons why they said they didn't like it sounded like reasons why I would love it. So, the Legacy trilogy is what it's actually called. Why am I holding my pen so weird this morning? I did hurt both of my thumbs at work. I a tool went under both thumbs in one day while I was working on someone's frames, and maybe that's why I'm not holding it well. Bloodsworn Saga, again, broken binding, because I am a sucker for them. Okay, the Bloodsworn. And then this is, they did have this on the broken binding, but I was like under, not a book ban, but like a self-imposed, like, are you really gonna read that book like the second you buy it? And I was like, no, I'll be good. And then like the next day hubby took me to Barnes & Noble and I could not get this book out of my head, so this was the one book I brought home. So this is the Lycanthus trilogy. There are 2 others, but it's LCANIUS trilogy. My goodness. And so this is where the list may not match. I think I might just write Brandon Sanderson, because I was told by multiple people, talked to multiple people that have read the Cosmere, and several people that know me and know my reading goals. This is some weird lighting. My reading goals and taste were like, oh, you will love The Way of Kings. Start there. And then when you go to Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere website, he recommends everyone start with Mistborn. So, I'm just gonna write Brandon Sanderson's. I just want to read a little bit. And then of course there are authors that like Thea Claire, Lindsay what's her last name? Roden? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Lindsay. Emma Ham. I know they're gonna come out with books this year. Definitely gonna read those. Elsie Kova's new traditionally published work. I'm gonna read those. Daniel Jensen's, the sequel to the Viking one. What's its name? It's up there somewhere. A Fate Inked in Blood. Got that one on pre-order. Basically, I will still continue reading the books that brought me here, but I do want to diversify a little bit, because when I do read books like this, they just bring me so much joy. And when I say like this, I just mean like high fantasy, huge plots, doorstop sizes. I'm not saying like that these are better than those. I'm just saying personally I get a lot of enjoyment out of multiple moving parts. So this is my current read. And then there's a Illumicrate challenge, and it's got Babel, which I own and I do need to read. God Killer, which I think, no, I don't own. Gideon the Ninth, which I've been wanting to read. Decade of God, which I own. A Study in Drowning, I've read that. I'm just gonna write in blue. I read that in 2024. I read Starling House in 2024. Any of these I have not read, but they do sound interesting. And in green, next to reading goals, I'm just gonna write 2025. Oh my gosh, I never got used to writing 2024. Alright, so then there is a quote from Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and a really beautiful dragon. That kind of looks like the water dragons or wyverns. I think they're actually dragons though, from probably the Orange Tree. Why did that not come to my brain? Okay, so the monthly TBR. I think I'm gonna go blue for January, even though it's, well, it's not cold right now here in Texas, but an Arctic blast is on its way. Alrighty. January. Don't know why I loaded it. Okay, first up, The Flame of Meredith. Title and author. Oh gosh, I wrote too big. Oh gosh. So, and then I'm just gonna write Onyx, Storm, Becca, Argos. That's all I'm really planning on reading this month, because for the life of me I can't remember if Dark Mirror comes out in January or in February off the top of my head, and to check I would have to take y'all down. And then I have 2 family members' birthdays this month, and I'm in charge of helping plan one and solely in charge of planning the other. And a bookstore is opening this month, and I decided I'd go, and I took a couple extra shifts at work, so I'm not expecting to read a whole lot this month. The other pages are going to be pretty boring. They're just a reading log, so date, what you read, how many pages, what format, and then the stars associated to them. And then at the end, you have like a tracker where you can write like the first, today I read this many pages of this book. And then of course what you bought and how much it cost, and then all your reviews for this month, and then all this, which I'll be so excited to come back at the end of January and fill this out with you and prep for February. Hi, baby. Baby, how are you? Stay right there. So you don't get in the shot. Because you're in your pajamas. You want to sit on my lap? Okay, hold on. I'll play it once I'm done. Got him all set up with this game. And so yeah, that is my 2025 reading goals, is to get through these series, or at least the majority of them, and go from there. I do have other books on my shelves that I would like to read, but they're more like standalone, so I might be able to work those in here and there. But yeah, I hope everyone goes into 2025 feeling loved. Swords? Okay, hold on. As I was saying, I hope everyone goes into 2025 feeling loved, cherished, and valued. And remember, it's all good, it's all God. So just if you feel like commenting or sharing your 2025 reading goals, I'd love to see them down below. I know I've only got 2 videos up. I'm hoping to do more. It's kind of like a loose resolution. Have a great day, you guys.